without further ado, everyone, give it up for Jen and Kristin. I Mom So Hard!
Is this on? We're on. We're live.
Check, baby. Check, baby.
1, 3,
4, check. Just kidding. We're not rapping
1, 2,
tonight.
checka.
Lucky you.
Maybe we are. You don't know that we're not. It could happen.
Hi. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you so
Oh
much
my
for coming
gosh.
out. Can we also just give a giant round of applause to this beautiful theater, the Benson Theater?
Wow.
What is up?
It's
This is
so
like
nice.
some fancy shit, man. We have been in some theaters that were like, you want us to hold our own light?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is like fancy.
Don't fall in the hole on the stage. And
Yeah.
this is beautiful. But gosh, Benson, way to step it up, man.
Benson.
Because when I told my mom we're playing in Benson, she was like, oh, God, lock your doors.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's like chic as fuck.
I know.
Yeah,
Yes,
I know.
Yes, and when I was younger and I was living in Central City, Nebraska, where I'm from, I don't know if your parents were like this, but like you'd say, I'm going to Omaha, and they were like, ooh.
Oh, God, if somebody flashes their lights, you keep driving.
You're gonna go off the wrong exit, and then you're gonna go into the mall, and you're gonna walk to your car, and someone's gonna slice your Achilles heel.
Yeah,
Because it's gang season.
that's right.
It's gang season in
That's
Omaha.
right. They're jumping people in right now. They're cruising Dodge, South Roads. I got my ears pierced there.
Yes, because Jen is from
B-Town!
B-Town. So we are very excited to be here. Also, a big shout out to Timmy and the Omaha Comedy Festival because this is a big deal.
It's huge.
And
It's
you guys, if
awesome.
you can go to all the other stuff that's playing as well, take the time, go support because this is really badass. So we're very excited to be a part of it.
Yes.
And to
is
be
this
here.
our first comedy festival ever?
This is our first comedy festival ever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's nice to know at our age there's still some firsts left.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
a
about
first
those
time
days
we're
a
gonna
lot.
die too. That's. We should
Jen.
also say that one of the fine sponsors of this festival and this show is Accomplice Wine,
Yes.
which was started by these two really hot women. We
Yes.
don't know exactly who they are.
This really dumb vintner wine guy was like, hey, we would like to start a wine with you. And we were like, we would like to do that too. And they
Yeah.
invited us to the vineyard to do a tasting, which at one point they were like, you're supposed to have some left in the glass. Like, and
You're
we're like,
supposed to spit it into a bucket. And we were like,
3 sheets in
Yeah.
by the second Cabernet. They were like, we've made a grave mistake.
yeah.
At one point, they were like, you ladies have to go. We had the hotel for 2 nights. You've been here 8. You have to.
Yeah, it's time.
But so we just want you to know this is our juice. We picked it out. We were there for the tasting. To us, it tasted great.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoy it. It's
and
Accomplice wine.
so stick around afterwards and you can taste some too if you don't
You
have
can
some.
taste
and-
some too.
Yeah.
But hey, Jenny, I think maybe we should.
Is it time to podcast?
I think we should podcast,
Kristin?
which is our first time podcasting in front of a live audience. So we're very excited about
We're
this.
so excited. And also sorry to this zone of the audience where my crotch will undoubtedly get exposed. But I'm going to tell you, I have 2 pairs of underwear on, as I usually do, and 1 pair's maternity. Because I like how
I
it
make
feels
no
on my
apologies to
stomach.
the front row, and many times I will just show it to you on purpose.
We're podcasting, and we're podcasting live. We've never done it before.
This is very exciting to us. I'm going to be so weird about this because I'm going to feel very tethered to this chair, and my attention deficit hyperactivity disorder will be fighting me the whole night. I just want you to know that. So will the lights because they're beautiful.
That's
See what I
right.
did there?
That's
See?
right.
And I got to stay here.
You guys are going to see how many tangents actually get edited out of this fucker once it goes up,
Yeah.
because it's a lot.
Our husbands are like, where did you go? We're like, what the fuck does it matter? We're having a good time.
That's right. And you guys, move that bottle back because we're recording you. Do you know this?
Yeah, we're
You didn't
recording
sign
you.
a release. It's all
You're
fine.
recording us. We're recording each
Yeah.
other. Everything's happening. And now let's
Casey, do I
fucking
need
dig
to touch a button or is it
gotta
going? Is it going? It's working?
Look, I gotta do it like
Casey's
this.
here. If you listen to the podcast,
Oh.
you know Casey.
in. Casey!
She's our producer.
We also have some of our tried and true friends in the back, and we like to call them our fact checkers because we're going to talk about where we grew up, the friends that we've had, the loved ones we know, and some of the shit that we've done.
Jenny and Robbie are back there. Are Joel and Beth here too? They can really call me on a lot of my shit.
Lynn is walking around taking photographs, and might I just say, from the very beginning, we've been supported by our friends in this. And when we did our first show in Lincoln, which we had no idea that it was going to be the event that it was, we tried to do merch, and we brought a bunch of T-shirts, and we were like, we have like 5,000 T-shirts, and we don't know where the fuck to put them.
Yeah.
And our friends stood up, and they were like, we will run your merch table. And my friend looked at me and said, I will make myself a badge.
God.
Oh, we brought so much shit from our storage unit for you guys because
we're trying to size down. That rent's too much.
Listen, our parents. That's what I almost said.
Well,
our husbands.
Yeah.
They're like,
where are you going with this, Kristin? I'm so scared right now.
I had too many things going on at once. Let me just say, off the top here.
Okay.
When we
that Freudian slip really messed you up, didn't it?
It's one of the things I wanted to talk about because I got to get it off my chest.
We're going to get there because we saw our parents today. Not that we're sisters, but kind of in suffering we are. And then, but we have all this merch that our husbands are so tired of.
Yeah.
And they're like, we could move to a smaller house. Make money?
No. See, that would be the smart thing, but what we've done is just kept it in a fucking storage unit.
Yeah. We've just overthought the merchandising for so long.
We literally have 1,000 wine openers that we're trying to give away at school events.
Nobody wants some. Nobody wants some.
We are not perfect. There are things we need to improve. Our merch game is one of them.
You know what? Write your address down and leave it on the stage, and we'll send
you
one.
some shit.
If you want one.
That's how bad we are at business. We're like, your money, we don't want it. We'll pay for shipping to you.
Yeah.
That's how we're doing it.
Maybe leave $5 because we got to flat rate that.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. Buy the wine. Buy the wine. We'll send you free shit. It'll all work out in the end. So we're very excited to be here tonight. I feel very excited to be here tonight because, well, my wonderful best friend Jen and Casey helped me because I brought my kids with me.
Such a mistake.
Not tonight.
Why'd you do that?
Because I had the best of intentions. I thought my parents live in Lincoln, and I was like, I'm going to surprise them with my kids so they can have some grandma and grandpa time. And it's going to be amazing. Thank you for your money. You can do that all night.
Oh, there you go. Somebody throw an address and money on the stage. Thank you.
That is the first time I've ever done that, and I still have pants
Kristin, go work for those. Go work for those ones, girl.
Hold
Get
on
those.
a second. Let me.
That's it. Boom, 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 boom. Nice.
You know,
it's her paper.
This is a podcast. Stop giving me your money.
No.
Woman.
What's wrong? See, this is what's
wrong. Oh, my God.
This.
No, stop giving. Okay, but you have a 5 there. You could no. I'm just kidding. You guys, we're going to.
No, Kristin, that 5's too much. That's too much.
We could use it for shipping costs.
That's a 20. Give it back, Kristin.
I'm not giving it back. Back to my parents.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So high.
I'm really going to pound
Am I
this
doing
drink
this
in
wrong?
a second.
Am I popping my consonants?
Well, you
my
can
explosives?
hold the microphone. You don't have to keep moving that.
I'm lazy, Kristin.
Well, okay.
You hold it. I'm going
to... And she's got a nice manicure, so it looks very put together.
I can't do my drink and the microphone at the same time, and I have priorities, you guys.
So, Jen and Casey helped me with my kids, and they are pretty decent on the flight. Although I got upgraded to first class, and my kids had to sit and coach, and I didn't feel bad about it.
She was like, "See ya."
I was like, "Have fun in 28D."
Yeah, they were fine. They were
fine. They're fine. They're 11 and 9. They're fine. So my big idea was, I'm going to take him. My mom doesn't know. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be so wonderful, whatever. I'm very excited about it. The kids are so excited about it. We finally get to Lincoln. My mom has no idea. It's everything I wanted and more. We also took a video of it because why would you do anything and not take video? And it was the most wonderful moment. The kids are like hugging her, and she like started crying.
I saw the video. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. And then right as it got over, I thought to myself, what do we do now? Now I'm stuck with them in this house.
You're going to have to engage.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to have to engage. And here's one thing I'm going to say.
You lasted longer than I thought you would.
I forget that my parents are getting a little bit older. And that is not something I'm trying to criticize. I'm just saying, why the fuck do you need 50 cuckoo clocks?
Right? Because as you get older, you get more clocks.
And they make more noise.
They just remind you that
I'm
time's
gonna
ticking
just
by.
say
Who
something
wants that?
controversial. Old people are loud. They're louder than any
Yeah.
kid you've ever met.
Yeah, and they get
Because
up real early,
They get
too.
up and they get the fuck up early.
Yeah.
So my dad is yelling down at me this morning, hey, Kristin, how do you want your eggs? I'm like, not at 4 a.m. And so then you walk through my mom's house and it's literally like you're on the Small World ride at Disney because she's literally got shit that moves. Like when you walk in front of a plant, it goes, it's a small world after
Wait, what
all.
is it? Is it
It's
like those solar
there's plants,
things?
Like we used to be a teacher, so everything is weird and animatronic. And then she's got this weird cuckoo clock that sounds like it's like ethereal. It's like
Kristen, does she know you have ADHD?
I fucking think she's trying to bring me into
She's
the
gonna
ground.
break you.
I'm like, and then every time I look at her, I say the same thing. I go, does that thing have to go off every 30 minutes? And she says the same thing every time she looks at me and she goes, it was very expensive.
Oh.
That
Shit.
feels stupid. I think that clock guy ran a deal on you. He's like, this
I
fucker goes
know.
off every 30
They saw
minutes.
you coming, Terry.
Why would you want a clock that goes off every 30 minutes? I don't understand it. It is all day. It is every day. There are singing plants. So I left super early this morning
At 4:45.
and got into my hotel room and I laid down and I sobbed myself to sleep. Oh no, it was happy. They were
Joyful
tears of joy. I accidentally took the wrong road and I ended up in Seward and I was like, fucking, I don't care, I'm not there.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the route by
It's a beautiful
Ashland.
ride.
It's a nice.
I didn't have to hear about diverticulitis or
Yeah.
the price of anything or
Yeah.
or a lot of size about my weight.
Since we've been back here too, everybody's got a lot of theories on how to fix the Huskers too. That's been a lot
yeah.
to deal with.
I've
I don't
got-
need your theory. I don't think anybody else
I
needs.
think we could coach the Huskers if I was gonna
Well, I think we could. Yes.
Do we watch the games? Are you kidding?
You know what? Let me tell you what Scott Frost is good for. Ripping that shirt off and doing push-ups. Everything else he's overpaid for. I'm just going to say that. No, stay in your lane, Scott. Stay in your lane. Don't act like he's that mean hot, too. Like, he wouldn't have talked to you in high school, but he still wanted to pub.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
He's the guy you want to like slap in the mouth and then French
him.
kiss. You're
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna
Shut up.
slap you and
Talk to me. Don't give me that sideways
Be
look.
mean to me and then love me and be mean to me and love me.
Yeah. Get behind me
Oh,
and pull my
man.
hair. Did I just say that? Did I just say that?
Yes. But everything else about coming back to Nebraska is super
Lovely.
fun. And we love every time that we get to come back. And then we make the big, big mistake of getting on Zillow. And we look at your home prices and the fact that you get full basements. And
I want a basement so bad.
Were there?
I need a basement just for my Christmas and Halloween stuff. You don't know what you've got.
If you don't know Jen, Jen shops like surgeons do surgery.
I start at 5 a.m.
She's scrubbing in. She's stretching
I'm
before she
always
goes.
on
She's
call.
like,
Yeah.
those bins aren't
I-
going to go through themselves.
I get a little blood on my hands and I don't care.
We knew we were in trouble when she texted me today because we brought a bunch of stuff here that we're not going to take back. So she said, there's an extra suitcase, right? And I was like, Jen's shopping. Jen has shopped.
I did.
And we are taking back all of it in a giant jumbo suitcase.
I'm not going to lie when I say I bought 8 swim shirts.
But brag, how much did you pay for
$2
those?
each.
$2 each. We're gonna come back to Nebraska and get some deals, y'all.
That's right.
All right.
Are we gonna podcast
I think
about
we should
the
podcast?
Yeah.
Now, thank you for. This is where we get to do this official thing. Thank you for coming to the hashtag #IMOMSOHARD podcast. You can listen to us wherever you
Wherever.
listen to podcasts.
Yeah. And you could just Google it if you don't know. You can find them
If you don't
somewhere.
know what a podcast is, call my parents because they don't either.
Yeah.
You can find us.
You
We're
can
on
message
the
us, we'll tell you.
TikTok,
The Insta,
the
snaps,
Instagrams,
the FaceTime,
Facebooks, the YouTubes.
all of them.
All of those fancy social media places, we are on them. Not well, but we are on them.
Yeah, we forget about our jobs.
Yes.
So-
I think we should all toast. Cheers.
Yep.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for coming out tonight.
Yes. So I think what we're going to talk about tonight is how, well, Jen, you say it the best way.
Well, how we keep staying the same age, but the world keeps growing up around us at a very rapid clip. Like, it's
The easy way to say it
passing
is
us
we're
by.
turning into our parents. What the fuck do we do? That's
Yeah.
the title of this
because
episode.
this is what I feel like about aging. You're a child, you're a teenager, you're in your 20s, you dip your toe into 30s, and then all of a sudden you're like 70, right? All of
You're
a sudden you're
70.
old and you can't keep up with all of the things.
You can't keep up with all the things. I don't know about you guys. Our kids right now are running circles around us in tech. Like they figure out our passwords. They know how to navigate apps. They know how. Like,
But I tell mine my password because I don't remember them. So since
oh my god!
since my son was 3, I'm like, it's the
My
same one for
God.
everything. And you got the same. I know her password, and it's the same for everything. So if you know where she went to high school and graduated, you can own her house. You're gonna have to change that
You guys,
every 20 years, Kristen. You gotta change your password.
what are you doing? Don't have to tell my age. Listen, the password conversation is such a real conversation. Honestly, it's like following me. My mother-in-law, it's the fight that my husband gets in with his mother all the time because she makes these passwords that are 30 characters long that
Oh.
basically have like Egyptian symbols
Oh, like
in
the
them.
suggested.
And she's like,
they're like
it's
strong.
like ampersand,
Yeah.
star, 1, 5.
Evidently,
7.
a strong password is the Arabic alphabet.
Yeah, I go,
Everything else is
exactly.
boo,
And I go,
weak.
Sarah, how did you pick this password? Well, I picked a random one because I didn't want anyone to get my money. And I go, but the random part of it makes it impossible to memorize, and now nobody can get your money.
Yeah. Well, you know what I do
Including
is I
you.
write them on the dry erase on the fridge so I don't forget them. And then if somebody breaks
God,
it,
my mom writes them on a recipe card and taped them to the back of her phone.
wait, the phone that has all the apps and banking stuff in it? Feels like not a good idea.
Doesn't have a clue. Here's the kiss of death. Here's the first fight you'll have with your parents when you visit them. When you say this word, then it's just a shit show after this. Oh God. What is your Wi-Fi?
Oh, jeez, I didn't know this was going to be a quiz.
You
all
come
right.
in here acting all fancy like you're from California, but that's not where you were born, ma'am. And I was asking for your Wi-Fi.
Can I tell you guys what my Wi-Fi password is? It's
Yeah,
not
please.
anything else. I feel like such an asshole because whenever somebody comes to our house and they go, "What's your Wi-Fi password?" My husband did this. Nobody believes it. It's "I love Smedley."
Aww.
But I look like an asshole because it looks
Why?
like I did that.
What do you want him to make it? Boobs and boners?
That's what my
Hi,
password
principal.
is.
Thank you for coming to our house. Our
You
password
steal
is
my
boobs
phone,
and
it's
boners.
6969
I mean-
69. It's very easy.
The password deal of it all. So I've made a deal with myself. I'm like, Kristen, you will have the same password on every single thing, everywhere, because the second you veer off, man, that's a sign. It's starting to happen to you. And you know what?
Yeah.
I have a hip injury, and I'm not going to talk about it tonight. I want to
She's
so
you
bad.
have to be tired of talking about it because
I
she's been
want to
talking
talk about
it.
so bad. I want to talk about the pain. I want to talk about my doctor's visit, but I'm not going to do it because I am fighting old age.
But okay, so this is what makes us feel old, though. So we did this show in Durant.
Durant.
Nobody here is from
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma that's going to give us a hard time, is there?
No,
All
we
right,
don't
thank
care.
you. Yeah. Shut
mean-
up. You guys, she's still sore on football from 30 years
Fuck
ago.
yes, I am.
Kristen.
That rivalry stays. Thank
Right?
you. There's
Right?
people
That was
in
a
here
fun
going like
thing to
this.
do the day after Thanksgiving, then fight with your family, though,
Oh,
wasn't it?
fuck yeah.
It unified you rather than
Do you
being like,
guys remember Brian Bosworth back in the day? Do you guys, anybody? I remember being very young, thank you very much, but being like, ooh,
Yeah.
what's going on in my downstairs, Brian?
yeah. I didn't know I liked a flat top.
I have a heartbeat in a weird place.
Yeah. Look at that looked at.
I'm not supposed to be rooting for him, but I'm rooting for him.
He played for Oklahoma?
He played for Oklahoma. Yeah, I think I made sweet love to my teddy bear for like 8 hours. Oh, he's so hot.
I'd like to
Filthy
see that guy
fucking
now.
Hot guy.
Yeah, he's got that frost vibe.
He probably has diverticulitis right now.
I know. Bad hip. That guy's he's probably, yeah.
Fucking hell. God bless.
What were we talking
I
about?
don't know.
This is
Let's
where
go off
we
the rails.
digress. No, we were
We're
talking
talking about the two hot guys.
Well,
Why
okay.
would we not tell
Two
that
hot-
story
okay.
every time we can?
You guys listen to this. We go to Oklahoma. We actually love the people from Oklahoma.
We do.
We had a really good time there, especially because two super hot, like 22-year-old guys came
We're
to
at our show. There's 2,000 women. There's 8 husbands that were bound to go.
And
there
then
are these
2 college
two
students.
random hot college guys that we were confused. Like, why are you here? Like, why do you look like
Well-
that? Why do you look like that?
Yeah. And we were at a casino, and so
My heartbeat started to go. I was like, she's still got it. She's alive.
You are a liability with young men. It's so we were like, well, they came up to us after the show and they were like, great
"We
show.
love
And we were
it."
like, is there something wrong with you guys? Why'd you come to the
Why'd you come here? And they go, well, we go to college down the road and we were here and we were like, this seems fun. And we're like, a show called IMOMSOHARD seems fun.
Yeah, I know.
Great. And he goes, man, we had such a good time. This was the first comedy show we've ever been to in our lives. And then he goes, you got to snap us back. And Jen and I were like, snap you what?
Like this? This, like
Like,
when you're a jet till
you're a
the
jet.
end.
You're a jet. I was like, we're a West Side Story situation? And they both were like this.
Mm.
And they were snap you back, and they like said like Snapchat, and we were like, both of us in our very Nebraska way, were like, we're not learning one new thing.
No. And then we heard a little bit about Snapchat, and we were like, we don't do
that.
porn.
Yeah,
That's for dirty people to send nude photos.
Well, my interest was piqued. Evidently,
you.
the youngins are doing a lot of booby boner pictures.
Oh my
and
God.
they send them through the Snaps chats, and then they disappear or something. I don't
Snapchats.
know.
Look for
All
it.
I
We're going to
know-
invent it.
All I know is my takeaway from that is that 2 hot college guys wanted to see us naked. That's all.
Yeah.
I know that's not the case, but that's what I tell
That's
myself.
what we'll remember from it.
How much have I drank yet? Okay.
That's it. But this is what I feel like, that like when we come back to Nebraska, it has aged.
Oh.
Like it's growing up really fast.
Oh.
And we aren't prepared for it because we're
No.
used to like the Nebraska we left how many years ago? 11.
20, 11.
We-
11.
Hold on, do the math. We're
20,
33.
we're 33.
And then, so
And we graduated, and don't make me do the math. We're going to make all sorts of lies. Fact checkers, you graduated
God.
from high school in 2008.
they know. They know.
We've been gone a long time. 2 decades is fair to say. And the Nebraska we remember is not the Nebraska that it is now.
No,
When
it's
the
not.
fuck did Nebraska get vineyards?
Yeah, and might I say the place that I used to call home is now on the other side of the tracks? When did that happen?
Yeah, you guys in Omaha have moved the tracks.
You moved the dang tracks. I would like to write a strongly worded letter to Union
Yeah.
Pacific if I could, because, I mean, I got a friend that grew up like around 84th Street. You know, that's a fancy. And when I talk about my experience about going to the Bavarian Cafe for cockfighting, he's like, I
That's
don't
not
know what
there
you're
anymore.
talking about.
They're like,
That's not
that's
my.
now a
I
Yankee
didn't go there for
Doodles.
cockfighting. But didn't everybody go to South O for their like cash pounding for their wedding?
what's
Oh,
what's
God.
that? What's South O? I don't know that reference.
I guess what is South O? It's everything 50th and No,
But is it like-
that's the wrong direction.
But what is it? Didn't you tell me that like you had your prom in like a cattle yard?
Stockyards Plaza. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Hey,
did. We
No,
did.
no judgment. Ours was in the gym.
It was. It was
And-
the Stockyards Trading Building.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're about to go down right now, Jen.
Why?
Because I've got a Nebraska audience here now. Riddle me this.
All right. I know
you
what's
know
gonna
what
happen.
I'm
Okay.
gonna say. Did you or did you not serve at your prom? I'm not saying at your own
That's
prom.
Lynn. That's Lynn.
Okay,
Clap. Who
let
is
me
that?
let me say, when we were sophomores or juniors, I can't remember. I
Look,
think I worked
Kristen,
front
I
of
know.
house
I
on
hate
both.
to break this to you. Everybody's looking at you blankly.
No, when you were in high school, you would work the prom and you would serve the food to the upperclassmen, the juniors and seniors that were prom. Is
What?
that right? Am I right?
Danelle raised her hand. You guys went to the same high
Okay.
school.
Because now listen, I will give you this. I did not serve at my senior prom because I was invited to that one. That would have been sad, but I did run a front of house show for the sophomore year that we served, and we wore harem pants, and it was like we wore vests and harem pants, and I've never felt more attractive. And if you don't know what harem pants, then you were not a part of the 90s.
No, we all know what we call them hammer pants.
Hammer
though.
pants. Harem pants. Fuck yeah. Excuse my
Those
language.
back. No, don't.
I just needed
Okay.
to clear the air
No,
on
it
that
seems
because
like
Jen
you're-
thought I was actually like a server at my prom.
Well, where are you guys? Are you most of you from Omaha or where are you? Woo? Yeah. We didn't do that shit.
Who's
we
from
weren't.
Central City? Are you okay? Oh my God, two of you. Okay.
What?
I'm going to say this.
Oh, that's your brother.
Oh,
Matthew, hello. I didn't know you were going to be here. Nice to see
I
you.
can see Christy and of course I know the two people. Obviously, Danelle and Lynn are in the back. Hi, we know each other. There's 18 of us. But have you been back to Central to see that Central City has a wine bar? Has a fancy ass wine bar. What is happening to Nebraska?
Everything is fancy. Okay, so when I left Nebraska and I went to LA, it was a very overwhelming experience. Somebody asked us about this.
Yes.
They
Somebody asked us what it was like when you met not Gene
Simmons.
Kelly, Gene
Yeah,
Simmons.
Gene Kelly.
When
oh
you
my
tap
God,
dance
I
with
never
Gene
met
Kelly,
Gene Kelly.
that would be a sight,
You
especially
are
since
evil.
he's dead.
I'm not that old. Yeah. That's
By
what
the
I-
way,
Oh,
A
yeah.
plus on these questions, ladies and
So
gentlemen.
good. This is from Jode and Beth. Where you at, girls?
What does it say?
C2?
Jode?
Is it Jody?
Joel.
Joel and Beth. Oh gosh.
Hey, man, just only the people we know keep asking us the
I know.
questions.
Honestly, Beth, your handwriting's terrible. Okay. Hi, you guys. I did. So when I moved to, she's got a card. There's no money or addresses with, that's fine. But next time, money, just so everybody knows. Money, and then we can ship everybody's
Yep.
stuff.
You gave us enough money. She paid for yours. She paid for
did.
yours.
Yeah. I did. So when I moved to LA, just a very young, spry preteen.
Sad, scared.
Yeah.
God,
you
LA
guys,
is big when you're from here.
Some of you will get this, some of you won't. I used to go to the Pizza Keg on L Street with my dad. Anybody else? Pizza Keg. Yeah, very South O thing. And he would give us a stack of quarters so we could watch the Patriots play. And I would use all my quarters on Kiss music or Kiss stickers.
Oh.
So I've always had this like weird fascination with Gene Simmons. And as soon as I got to LA, the first famous person I see, no shit, at a yogurt shop, Gene Simmons, with a parrot on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And I taught because my mom was with me. She talked to him. She was like, "Can we get a picture with you?" So we brought out the old Polaroid. I mean, it was a long time ago. It really was. We brought out the camera, and he goes, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Omaha." And he goes, "I once fell in love with a girl from Omaha. Maybe her name was Beth."
Oh.
But then
I
he
think
goes,
maybe he was talking about you. I'm just saying.
I don't know. Whatever. I couldn't pay rent. I could have made something work. But
Did
and
your
then
heart
he said,
beat?
he goes, "I think you need to be here. I believe you
Aw.
belong here." And I was like, "Oh my God, God just spoke to me through Gene Simmons, you guys. I need to be here." Like,
It's really scary to move from Nebraska because the Midwest is so warm and lovely, and everybody kind of takes care of you all the time. Like there's an extension of people that if you're from Iowa, they're nice to you. If you're from Nebraska, because you like understand each other, they're like, "I'm from Nebraska. I'm from Iowa. Okay, come on over." And that's such a nice way.
But tell them, here's what we really do. We go. They're like, "Hey, I got my uncle lives in Nebraska," and we go, "What's your family name?"
Yeah.
And then we do the math
And then you
because you
start
know
breaking
a
it down.
cousin or something.
You always know somebody. So when you move out to LA, it's so big and it's so overwhelming and you're so homesick. And so when Jen and I met, we did not know each other in Nebraska.
Which is impossible.
But we had so many of the same friends. We knew all the same people. I'm 100% sure I was at a comedy show she was in and I was just very hammered and I have no memory of it. But I remember we were both new to LA and I went to this weird comedy show. This is not uncommon. Like in LA, you're trying to do comedy everywhere. And this used to be a salon and they were so broke, they couldn't change the sign. So they just called it the salon.
Yeah.
And then
they just crossed out the word
smelled
hair.
like perm. You went in there and you were like, oh, but we were like happy to have a stage to perform. So I went to see some friends. I saw Jen and I was like, she kept making jokes about appetizers. And I was like, I like her. So we met in a parking lot, having beers, tailgating, and it felt very familiar.
Yeah.
And then it came out that we were both from Nebraska. And when I say that we both started talking at a level where glass started to break, everyone was like, what's going on? What's happening?
It's impossible.
And then the next day I went to her house and we swapped leather jackets.
Yeah.
And it was real leather because I was like, if this bitch gives me pleather and I give her leather, I will.
Well, we didn't know each other that well.
We didn't know each other
very
that well.
skeptical of what leathers.
And I will tell you, her jacket is very small on me, but I did try. and then I remember I went over there.
Freakishly thin arms. It's very upsetting.
I could put on the arms, but I couldn't put on the back. And then I remember I came over to a party one time and she had casseroles and I remember everything smelled like home. And I just remember being like, I'm not so homesick now. I found my person in LA.
Did. Yeah, we did. Because we like instantly
fell in love.
That's right.
And then we made it more complicated and fell in love with husbands. And then we had children. And that brought us to I Mom So Hard because thank you. Thank you. And somebody asked us this question. I'm going to read it. It says from Elizabeth, which I love the specificity.
Yeah, what's that word?
You say it.
Specificity?
Yep.
Specificity.
Oh my God, you're in the zone.
That's how you
should
spelled
play
it.
darts right now
I
because
know.
you'll win.
I think so.
Okay, what was your favorite early video to film and why? Any regrets? What does that say? Surely not. Any regrets? Surely not.
That's
I think
polite.
she's like, you should have some regrets.
Spanx. Well, all of these videos have a very like genuine
starting
point where we're like, we have to tell each other something. And so we saw each other. I think before we started doing the videos one time, we were both out and we had like both had little babies at home. And I was like,
wearing Spanx.
I can't breathe. It was like 115 degrees.
And we were sitting there, and I remember that we were both postpartum. We were both at a happy hour, just her and I having a drink, which never gets to happen. And we were both barely breaing. Is that not right?
Nope. This is a different time. Yeah, this is a different time.
No.
We can tell that one too. But I go, I have 2 pairs of Spanx on. And she goes, I swear to God, she said this. Why would you do that? I do too.
Man, there's just something in my head that's like, you guys, if you just squeeze it in the right places, it's going to look so much better. So I would just have like this weird orb in my back.
Yeah.
And like a centipede middle. And then I'm like, there's stuff coming up through my armpit fat.
Oh, the armpits, the back. That's so
my
upsetting.
back has cleavage. Like, it just feels like, and then I put a long cardigan over it because that's going to really shape me up.
Just the Spanx and a cardigan? It was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Sometimes I would just say to myself, it looks beige. And then I would slide on jeans, and I was like, it's just like I'm trying to race to the finish with a yeast infection. I
know. Yeah, if you wear,
I don't
you
even
can't
know.
do two with
You
it.
can't do two with
the
it. No,
whole
you'll
body
break
ones.
something down
No,
there.
it's
I'm
not
already
equipped.
suffering an injury on the right side. I don't need anything to add to that. Well
Yes.
done. What's up, my vagina?
Well,
Okay.
I just at this age in life discovered Spanx and swimsuits. I had the same fallacy.
You wore together?
What the?
Oh,
no.
I thought, well, they'll see the line. If
You
you
can
wear,
Photoshop all that out, Chris. No, I don't
That's-
wear Spanx with my swimsuit, Kristen.
because if they made that, I'd want to know where it is.
They
Would that
make
start?
Spanx
That would be like a
swimsuits.
toe to head thing. It would be
Yeah.
like a zip up situation.
Like
Put
a
me-
Blue
I'm
Man
in.
Group situation. No, I just at this age of 33, what did I say?
33.
Okay.
33.
Have figured, like, I was looking for Spanx and swimwear. I thought you bought the size you wanted to be,
No.
and then it would make you look like that. If it was the right cut.
No, man.
But that's not how they work.
No.
You're supposed to get your size.
This is how I take mine out.
Yeah.
Mine looks like a contact lens.
How come
And
it's
then-
not going? I'm not getting one leg through
No.
this.
And then I call my husband into the bathroom and I go, we made an agreement
Yep.
for better or for worse.
Yep.
And you're going to fucking shove me into this thing before
Yes.
we go to this wedding.
We're such good friends
Don't-
that her
don't be
husband
shy.
has shoved me into Spanx before.
Yes. And into your wedding dress, which we got almost all the
yeah.
way on.
Really, the truth is, any video where Kristen's like, I don't want to post that video, I'm going to throw up. I'm like, oh, I already posted it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then we know that it resonates with people because it's like honest or something.
right. Yes. When we did,
What?
I'm still not over it. When we
Oh.
did the swimsuits
Oh,
video,
boy.
which is, thank you. I'll give you the short version. Thank you. So the question we get asked the most is, how long did it take to find those swimsuits? And the honest to God answer is less than 10 minutes. We went to TJ Maxx.
One rack.
She went to one rack. I went to another. And I go, this one's dumb. This one's dumb. This one's dumb. This one's dumb. And she's like, they're great. She showed me hers. I go, those are awful. Let's go. Because we had kids and we had no help and no money and had to do all of it on our own. So we got these swimsuits. And then there was one that Jen was like, I can't let you do that.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not.
It was.
It's not covering the front as a.
No. It was. No, it was
there
like, you know how bodysuits are real thin in the front?
Yeah, this
and then
was-
it does this like side thing.
Yeah. She goes, I can't let you do that. And I go, you're a good friend. But the rest, who knew? So
Yeah.
we shoot this video, and I'm actually, believe it or not, I'm actually kind of shy when it comes to that thing. And we did the video, and I said, I don't want to post it. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I'm too embarrassed. I don't like the way I look. I don't want everybody to see me like this. I feel really embarrassed. She's like, well, let me just do one more edit. Let me just try one more thing. By the way, might I just brag about my friend who learned to edit with a 9-month-old through YouTube. I can't fucking figure out how to fold a fitted sheet. And she learned how to edit from YouTube. She is still our editor. She edits everything. She's got an eye. She's totally gifted. So she did this edit, and I was like, that one's kind of funny, but no, I don't want to do it. And then both husbands talked to me independently, like, I think you should really let this video go. And I'm like, nope, hell no, 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 no. Too much cellulite,
No, but
too
you
too
said
much
too.
shame.
I'm gonna say to her credit, Kristen's like, we never want to complain. Like
We never wanna
wanna
complain.
We just want to state the facts, and you can read into that what you will.
Also, I didn't want to look too weird and creepy and sort of shameful as I was, like a deer in headlights. Like, is this one okay? And so then Jen did another one. She edited another video. And I was like, yeah, that's getting better. I'm still not comfortable with it. She edits another video. And she's like, I think this is it. And I saw it and I go, yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm still not sure. And she goes, okay. So we left on a flight to Seattle the next day to go do a show up in Seattle. And when we got to the airport, I go, I've thought about it, and I think I'm comfortable at this stage. Thank you for considering my feelings. You're a good friend. I just wanted to get to a comfort. She goes, I posted it. So we had no time. We get on the plane. And when you are on Facebook, as you know, Facebook and social media can be a fucking cesspool.
Yeah.
So we didn't.
You gotta unfriend your family members, you guys.
That's
can't
the first
keep
way to
them.
have fun. But what we wanted to make sure that we didn't do is have the settings on so that people could comment on the pictures that other people posted. And generally, we took those off because we weren't sure. We wanted to protect the women who were commenting and saying things. But on this video, we didn't have any of those protections on. So when we got on the plane, when we got off the plane, we hit 10 million views within about less than 2 hours. There were 10. Well, that was just on Facebook. So I saw this like 10 and I was like, because in my head I was like, who's going to see it? It's fine. Everybody fucking saw it.
Some Czechoslovakian
Yeah,
guys.
Where the?
Proud of you, ladies.
So many
Congratulations on
people
being so
from
brave.
across the globe were telling us we were relatable. I was like, what the fuck did we do?
By the way, relatable is insulting.
That's like hurts my feelings.
Non-threatening is rude.
Listen, do you want to know how many form-fitting, form-helping swimsuits we got free in the mail?
Right?
Hundreds. Do you want to know how many modeling contracts we got? Fucking zero. Zero. So that's fine. But the reason it's my favorite video is not even because of our part in the video, but when we got to the hotel, we opened it and there were all of you on there, all of these women on there, all different sizes and shapes. And they were like, you know what? I haven't been to the beach in 2 years, and today I put on my tankini and I'm going to the beach.
Yeah.
And all these women.
It was like very supportive,
It
not
was
in a,
so
like a lame
supportive.
kumbaya way. It was
No,
like
like
in
a badass way, like-
you guys, how much crotch are you getting over there?
Oh.
Right, just is it okay? Not bad. Okay.
No, I just felt myself relax, and I was like, ugh.
We got to do some of these amazing questions. We should make the questions our mom box.
Yes, we're gonna make
That's
this our mom box. Do you guys notice how we really didn't even finish the topic? This is how our podcast goes.
Oh, but we'll circle back.
We'll circle back. No, we
Maybe.
won't.
We'll do it next
Because we're
week.
getting older. We won't remember what we were talking about.
But can I before we do the questions? What was it? It was
something about turning into our parents,
just how
which we hope we're
everything's
not.
changing and we're not. But you know what I wanted to say was
Yes.
there are all these like businesses that I miss in Nebraska, and I don't know. I feel like, can I tell you that I miss is the Marley Bone still here?
The Marley Bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Is Broncos still here? Best
Okay.
burgers in the universe.
Okay.
I know Run's is still here, right?
Ugh.
Yeah. You're not from Nebraska,
I'm sorry.
Kristen.
I love you and I love my people, but I hate Runzas. Or what are they called? Beer rocks? I know. This has been a point of contention. There was a point where I think my dad was like, I'm not sure if you're mine.
I don't know.
All right. We've got some fun questions. You guys answer or ask some really good questions. These are fun.
We're gonna call you out because we want to know who asked these amazing questions too. Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
Oh, am I going first?
Sure.
This one I love. Okay, this is from Ann K. Where you at, girl? Right there, Casey. You better come down here. My baby is 4 weeks old.
I could still be pregnant. Yeah.
She was 4 weeks early?
Wait.
He was 4 weeks early.
Oh, how are you doing? Are your boobs exploding right now?
Yeah, I can tell. They look great, girl.
You're like,
shit. They'll never
God
look that way
bless you.
again. Yeah. Nice.
I'm just saying, you look great.
I can't even look you in the eye
How
right
the
now.
hell are you sitting up in
I
a
know.
chair right now?
Jeez, 4 weeks.
You're making it look way too easy. I made it look as hard as
All
possible.
right. Here's what she asks you guys. How do you nicely tell your mom and mother-in-law you don't like how they're doing something with your baby? You don't
Basically,
have to
how
be
do you tell them
nice.
to fuck off?
Yeah, no, you tell, girl, you tell them to fuck off. You're like, your only job is to hold that baby while I shower for the first time. You can make me a roast beef sandwich and zip it.
You know what I say? Walk around your house 100% topless.
You got to be ready.
Just go super hippie, and they will get so uncomfortable that they will leave.
Yeah.
Set them up on the table, put them on the counter. Tell them, like, hey,
Just squirt in every
let it-
direction.
Tell them you're going to express yourself literally in front of them, and they will leave.
It's natural.
They will leave. Just be careful because If they say that's weird.
And how old is your little, or no, how boy or girl? What are their names?
Boy, his name's Malachi James.
Oh
Aw, bless you.
Yeah,
New
send us a
mom.
picture.
You're gonna be great.
Is
Don't
this your
worry.
first?
Yes.
Godspeed, girl.
So
Thank you.
these couple of years
Yeah.
are really hard, but they like you.
I know. You know what my 9-year-old corrected me about? I said something about buffalo. He goes, there were no buffalo in North America. There were bison. And now you know Kristen's password.
I know.
Right? I know.
Yeah, we have to deal with that age where they're like, I know everything and you don't know
They
fucking
don't. They don't know.
anything because I'm 11.
Yeah. You drop them in a field, they would die in like hours. They can't without you.
In hours.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you.
I have a good one.
Okay.
Hey, Laura. Laura in A2 says, hi, girl. Look at you with your like friends all around you.
A2, that sounds like the penthouse.
Yeah,
up there,
man.
Laura.
Other than wine, how do you ease mom guilt?
Are you trying to get us to say pot?
All
It
you need to
is.
do is
It
call
is.
another mom friend, tell her what you did. She'll tell you what she did. And if she's a good friend, she'll tell you what she did that was worse. And then you'll feel better.
That's how all of this started. It really is how all of it started. Was the story we started to tell and didn't was my message Kristen like after our second, was it?
Yep.
No, my first year, second were
Yep.
born. And I was like, hey, I just got this email from a plastic surgeon because I'm on his list because you can get free shit. He's having an open house. Let's go and see if we can get free skin cream, which I did win a basket, by the way. It was
I won my first raffle ever, and I felt weird about taking the prize because of this story, but I did take the prize.
Literally,
but I didn't get the prize. It was
our
just
friend
skin cream.
Anna won a boob job at this. Like, listen, she really did. She really
That
did.
is the
It
kind
was
of party
a great
I'd like to
party,
go to.
right?
But
we are at this party, and I'm like 4 months postpartum, and Kristen's like looking at this jewelry counter, and the guy that owns like the vendor goes up to me and said, "When are you due?"
and I said, "You stupid, stupid man.
And
Do you not know the rule? Unless you see that baby coming out, you say nothing."
I didn't know how much my friend loved me until I couldn't stop the tears from coming out of because I was like, "Oh, look, okay. I've
Yeah.
got 6 pairs of Spanx on right now."
She
It's
was trying
feeling
so
this.
hard just to go out and have a good time, and that guy just fucked it up. So I stole a ring. No, I'm just kidding. But I felt like I should have stole
Fuck
that
that
ring.
guy, though,
So I started
really.
sweating, and it was hard to get the ring off. I was like, I
Yes.
swear I'm going to walk out of here with a huff as soon as I get
And I
this
was like,
shit
I'm
off my
not.
hand.
I had a baby at home. And she was like, let's just leave here and go get a drink.
Yep.
And we literally went to the bar like next door and downstairs and just bawled with
Just
each other.
bawled in public. People were
in
like,
public.
what do we do with them? And I think
Yeah.
everybody was like, I think they're postpartum.
No, that one's obviously pregnant. Don't
Yeah.
serve her.
We should not. We should just avoid. Just it. Every
Yeah.
server was like, I can't
Oh,
go up
God,
there
just
again. And
bring them free hot wings and nachos.
Yeah, that's how you ease mom guilt. You choose not to have it.
So true.
I love this. I love that people are still banging a bunch.
What? They
it
are?
says
Who is?
Emily
Raise your
and
hands.
Mish. What's this say? I don't have my readers on.
Missy. Emily and Missy. Emily and Missy, where you
she
at?
says,
Back there.
how do you divert? How do you divert the kids' attention when you and the hubs want to get busy?
I'm sorry, are your kids paying attention to you? Give them an iPad.
Yeah, man.
You got 3 solid days to
Are you
just bang
kidding?
away.
I could literally start foreplay and they're watching Mr. Beast and they would have no idea what's happening.
I'm like, you can spend $20 on Roblox.
Yeah,
and then
they
I'll
don't
see you
give a
next
shit.
Thursday. Yeah.
But I really don't want to use that time for that.
Well, you don't have to. You're like,
I-
hey, let's be honest. We've all been married a while. We've got like 30 good minutes, and then
Yeah.
we gotta craft.
I want to go watch like TikToks of hot guys or TikToks of Brian Bosworth and get my party going. I don't want
30
my
minutes
husband
is a
there
lot
for
more
it.
than I get.
Yeah.
What? I didn't hear you.
30 minutes is a lot more than I get.
30 minutes of
Okay.
downtime. Do you not believe in screens? Because that's dumb.
No, 30. She's talking about the sexual part, right?
Wait,
Yes. Yeah.
30 minutes? You get 30 minutes?
No,
more
she's
like
saying
30
no,
seconds.
Yeah.
You don't want 30
Girl,
minutes.
that's a compliment.
You want maybe top to bottom, beginning to end, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Get in, get out. Start the
that's-
true crime
that's
documentary on
assuming-
Netflix.
And that's assuming you've watched Yellowstone and you took the first 3 minutes for yourself and you give him 1. Right?
I'm telling you right now, if I were a husband, I would be writing letters to Hollywood every day like, bring Game of Thrones, the original back.
Bring it back.
I never got laid more.
Yeah.
Yellowstone, keep rolling out episodes. My wife likes me.
Well,
Sort of.
I mean, Game of Thrones really like put it together for the bearded, beefy guys, right?
Yeah, my husband was like, yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. For 4 minutes.
Okay. Valerie, where are you at? Valerie,
Valerie
There
right
she
smack in
is.
the middle with the beautiful bob.
you're cute.
Denim
And is that
jacket.
your husband with you right there? Okay.
What'd you do wrong
Because I know.
to be here tonight?
No.
Oh, you buy
You do
stuff.
butt stuff?
Oh,
let me
and
tell you what.
We
Let
got
me tell you
another guy
what.
next to him.
This is our 6th date night in 2 weeks. We are empty nesters. Big hand for them! You did it! You're free!
Let me tell you something. You need to keep that shit to yourself, okay?
Sorry.
Because the worst thing you can be is an empty nester around a couple that is not an empty nester. Because you guys say things like, we're having a sexual renaissance.
Oh!
like-
Do you say
We're
that?
reconnecting with each other's bodies. We're getting to know each other. And my husband and I are like, that's not what's happening in our house.
Yeah.
She watches TV in one room. I watch it in the other.
Yeah.
She texts me a text message that says, if you can do it in 3 minutes, I'm willing.
Yeah. I'll threaten
Act
my
fast.
husband. I'm like, if you walk into the bathroom when I'm showering one more time, I'll call the
Right.
fucking police, man. I'm so sick of it. You hear the shower going.
Yeah. Husbands always want to bang when you're in a hurry.
Like, I
Is it
have to
because
drop
we
the
look-
kids off.
Is it because we look efficient at that time? We're like walking back and forth. We're getting shit done. And they're like, ooh, boner town. And then in their heads, they're like, she wants to do it so bad right now. I know she's ignoring me. She's playing hard to get.
She's
She's
sweating.
like
she
checking the
has
family
flushed
calendar.
cheeks.
She's
Yeah.
packing soccer bags. She's figuring out how to pick one kid up from horses. She wants to do it.
Yeah.
No, my husband, I took our kids. So my husband is
Oh,
alone
good
for
question.
3 days.
I didn't even ask what
3
he's
days.
doing.
He's alone.
Like, God.
And he's gonna, he's having a sleepover.
What?
I know what that sounds like.
He's having a sleepover?
He's got these buddies that they go on baseball trips, and so they're having a baseball sleepover, and they're gonna watch like old.
I just
vintage
lost my
baseball-
boner. You know, my husband took the kids on a road trip. And I'm going to go meet them tomorrow at a football game because I want a new handbag. I'm not
going to
doing
be
butt
spending
stuff
the
for it,
day
though.
with
That's what
my
I'm saying.
friends from high school, and I'm not going back to my parents' house. I'm going to my friend's house, and I'm going to have a fucking delightful time all by
Yeah.
myself. What's up? With good friends, drinks, and memories. Woo! I have to give a big shout out. I see my brother in the audience here tonight.
What?
Um,
You didn't see him 20 minutes ago
No, I
when we
did.
talked to him?
No, I see him. But Matthew, honestly, just for the sake of this audience, so they know I'm not insane, how many times did our parents tell us to shut the screen door yesterday
Oh,
when we were at the
God.
house? Not once, but how many times when we walk out? It's if our
Way
grandchildren
to
do
play
it, they're
along,
perfect.
Matthew.
No. How many times when you walk out of the screen door and you don't shut it right behind you? How long do they tell you that you're not paying the heat? What?
Yeah.
Before you get through it. And they
You're-
always say the same thing. If you're a Midwest parent, you say the same thing. We're not, born in a barn. Or
Well, I'm not paying to cool the
we're not
outside.
paying to cool the outside,
Yeah.
are we?
Yeah.
We're not paying to cool the outside. Lock the
Yeah.
door behind you. What do you?
You lock it. Are you kidding me? What's that guy from the 50s is going to come to your house?
What do you?
That's dark.
Freddy Krueger.
They do. But here's what I miss about Nebraska, very specifically in the winter.
Nothing.
Your beer outside. You keep your beer outside. You don't need a cooler. You don't need a fridge. You can attic. That's so smart.
You know, honestly, when we think about Nebraska, and one of the questions that I don't think we brought it out.
No,
here.
I'm going to read it.
Oh,
I'm
you
going to
are?
read it
Okay,
right
good.
now. Jill said this. Seat number 13. That's my lucky number. Taylor Swift's too. There you go.
Don't be afraid. We're not
All right.
that boozy yet.
Now that you have established yourselves as what? And can do your podcast / videos from anywhere, would you ever consider moving back to the good life here in Nebraska? Every damn day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Sometimes we like to emotionally cut and get on Zillow and just look at your communities and your schools
Oh
and
my
your
God,
front
it's a
yards and your
10.
backyards and your side yards.
Look, there's no home.
and your basements, your fucking basements.
basements.
Here's what we try to explain to people. We're like, no. It's not, because once in a while, a house in California that's very old like mine will have a cellar, and it's literally like 4 by 6, just enough to hide a body. But when
I'm
Jen
gonna
and
get
I
in there
are
and I'm gonna,
really
like-
trying to really entertain a crowd, we'll deep dive into the love of basements, and we will corner people and we'll be like, you don't understand. A Nebraska basement is the same square footage as the rest of the house.
follows
So
the same
You can take an
line.
Uber from one side of a basement all the way to the other side of the basement. Generally, there's like a meat fridge. There's a bar. There's a pool table.
I'm telling you, nobody in Los Angeles has a pool table unless they're like George Clooney.
And also it's generally outside because nobody can afford that square footage.
No.
So yes, we think about coming back all the time because we love it here and we do miss it.
And we miss
very
the people. Because, like, Casey remember you were dropping us off and she's like, oh, shoot, I can't get into this spot. I'm like, well, they're not dicks. They won't run us over.
Yeah. Everybody's
We
quick
get
to
out of
help.
the car. All right.
My crotch, you know what? It's funny you asked. Not that you are.
What? Hold up.
Sorry, she said my crotch could go for a mil. Oh, I thought you said my crotch.
Oh. You hear what you want to hear, Kristin.
I'm just saying I agree with you about my garage and my
Boy.
crotch.
No. You don't, Kristin,
You know.
you don't have an LA real estate level kind of crotch.
No.
I know it.
And
I've
this
seen
I know.
it. I've seen
This
it.
I
You-
know.
No,
I know. I
You've got
agree
a
with you.
Council Bluffs crotch. I've seen that, girl. It is.
I don't need $1 million. I need like 250,000. So if that's what it gets, there we go. You guys, I don't
You've
think
got
there's-
like a Kia Spectra crotch, Kristin. Whatever that is. What's the going
I
rate?
don't think there's any way that we can end this night on a higher note than talking about my low price crotch. So at this time, we want to say thank you so much for coming out, for being with us, for sharing the night with us. I know.
But you know what? You guys don't have to leave
No,
because
we're
we
gonna
want
do
to
a
like
little-
say hi and do pictures with you in the back there.
Yeah.
So we're
You're gonna
gonna
see my friend Lynn.
we got to do it fast before they kick us out because there's another awesome show. You can stay for that, but please stay. Get your pictures with us.
Yes.
Let's take
Oh,
these mics,
take
go up to the
Whoa.
front.
Fly me to the moon.
There you go. You guys get it.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
coming
for coming.
tonight.
Stop. You don't have to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Oh my God,
Thank
we
you
love
for
you so
listening to
much.
the podcast. Stick around. Let's do pictures. I think we podcasted.
We podcasted.